Hello and welcome back to the channel. My name is Chris, and on today's video we're going to be reviewing a fragrance from the house of Kilian. So on today's video we have a fragrance from the house of Kilian. Obviously, as you have seen from the title, we have Black Phantom. This is what the packaging looks like. So just so you do know, with Kilian it's a little weird. They have two different types of packaging that you can actually opt in or opt out of. This is going to be the lower price point one, which is I believe $295 for a 1.7 or 50 ml bottle. And this is a packaging that you do get, which is going to be fairly nice. It's not anything, to marvel at. It's not anything super beautiful or super fantastic in plastic, but you do get some information there. And then you open this guy up and your fragrance sits there. Or you can also get what they call their coffret. This is one of the ones that I have for an older fragrance, which is Straight to Heaven. It's a little scratched up, unfortunately, but if you decide to get this one, it is a little bit more money. I believe it is a price of $100 more. So it would run you anywhere from $395 or even higher, depending on the fragrance. And you open it up, and your fragrance also sits in here. So I do have Straight to Heaven here, and we're going to place it there. And it's very beautiful. It also does come with a key where you can lock this, which is a very nice touch. It's a very luxurious experience. Kilian really does go above and beyond when it comes to the actual packaging. I do like their details. So let's look at this fragrance and see if it's worth the money or if it's not worth the money. So taking a deeper dive into the packaging of this fragrance itself, you can see on the side it has that beautiful embossing that, all Kilian bottles do have. It also does say on the plaque the name of the name, which is Black Phantom Memento de Mori. I believe that's how you say it. You do get a K at the top for Kilian. And just so you do know, all of these bottles are refillable, so you can actually twist this off and buy refills for these fragrances, which is going to save you some money. So at the time of filming this video, I actually did see something on the Kilian site. I don't know if this is just a glitch, so if you want to get this fragrance, and I certainly say to go check this out, but they actually have their regular packaging and their coffret listed at the same price of $290 on the US site, so it's typically $100 more for you to get this one. Now, do note something very special about this fragrance versus like Straight to Heaven or any other fragrance is that the actual box itself does have a skull on it, which is actually protruding. It's 3D, it's extremely beautiful. They've taken a lot of time and effort to make this fragrance a little bit different to anything else. Something else about this fragrance is that it's part of the Sellers collection, so it's going to be a boozy fragrance. It's more geared toward a masculine audience. Although with Kilian, you can wear anything you'd like. I mean, I would not wear like Love Don't Be Shy or I Don't Need a Prince to Be a Princess or something like that. But they are a fragrance line that is mostly considered unisex. There are some fragrances that are going to be more geared towards men or more geared towards women. And these are part of the Sellers collection, which are going to be that expensive premium line that's going to be a little bit more boozy. Also, just so you do know, they do make a decant size or a large bottle, which is going to be 250 mil. And these retail for 1,020 US dollars, so quite expensive. I think they're a little bit cheaper than what Tom Ford is, and Tom Ford's are actually the same bottle essentially. But this is what the bottle looks like for that, so you can actually get something like this. Just so you do know, it does come with a travel size spray that you can refill. So if you don't have the regular bottle and you want to refill it and you're like, I don't want to go buy a little one and buy a large one or whatever the case may be, you can get this guy, and it comes with the travel size spray, which is very nice. It also comes with a funnel. I do suggest getting yourself a pipette to stick into the actual fragrance instead of tilting it over, because whenever I first got the decant size for Tom Ford, I was flipping them over and actually filling up the pocket sprays, and let me just say it was a lot of wasted product. But this is what that looks like. It looks like a liquor bottle, a very nice Baccarat experience there. It does say the name of the fragrance there. And these come off. Now mine is broken. It came broken since the get-go. There is broken glass, if you can actually see that. I mean, kind of disappointing, but it did come broken, and I was not going to complain because I got a pretty good deal on it. But very beautiful bottle, very nice, luxurious experience. So this fragrance was launched in 2017, so it's been around for quite some time now. This fragrance is a boozy fragrance. It has Caribbean rum, coffee, cane sugar, It has vetiver in it, sandalwood, and it has a certain note listed in it, which is cyanide, which is kind of the actual entire premise of this video, which is going to be a, phantom, which is death. And it's really, kind of, I don't know if I would say glorifying death, or it's trying to make death, a little bit, more modern or sexy or mysterious, whatever the case may be. But that is what is listed on here. I will say that my first impression of this was this smells very similar to Straight to Heaven, but it's a little bit more boozy. That's because they have similar notes. Now, they're not one to one the same, but both of these kind of have that vibe to them, which makes sense. They're part of the same collection. I do find that this one's a little bit softer, which is Black Phantom. It does have these softer touches from this one, but it has more boozy touches too, which is very weird because it's softer, more delicate, sweeter, more gourmand. And Straight to Heaven is going to be a little bit more rougher on the edges, but they're very unique in their own different way. It's kind of hard to explain one from the other because they're very much around the same type of fragrance. They're very much almost the same smelling, but one is sweet, one is delicate, one is a little bit more mysterious. The other one's going to be sexy, intoxicating, and just very sexy, which is Straight to Heaven. And the other one that I was talking about, obviously, is Black Phantom. Black Phantom is definitely a very captivating fragrance that opens up with beautiful notes of coffee, gourmand notes, and woody notes. It definitely gives a delicious blend with rum and the coffee. That's what really makes this fragrance a little bit unique, a little bit different to anything else on the market. And it becomes a very warm, gourmand fragrance that is really, kind of inviting as it does wear on the skin. Now, just really quick, it does have hints of heliotrope and almond that I can catch on this fragrance, which really give it a delicate touch. It also gives it a creamy touch as well to this fragrance. This is just a masterpiece. I do find that some of the Kilian fragrances are going to be awful. I'm just going to be straight up with you. There's some fragrances that I do not like, I do not care for. And some of them that I really do like. I do love Straight to Heaven. It was my first love. It was how I got introduced into this house, and it's really, really a beautiful fragrance to me. Now, I do like Black Phantom as well. It is a nice fragrance, but they're not long lasting. For the price point that we are paying here, these should last you all day. They're eau de parfums, they're boozy scents, they are heavier scents for the most part. They're soft and delicate too, but they're heavier scents and they wear off very quickly. I mean, I don't know what the deal is with that. Maybe they're using a low quality oil or it's just a lower concentration of oil, but these do not last more than 3 hours. And that is, being very generous because they do wear off very quickly. They do become skin scents, so you can kind of smell it, but I don't know who is going to be sniffing you directly onto your neck to smell you. And that's the unfortunate part of this fragrance is that, while it's a beautiful, delicate masterpiece, Black Phantom, I would say that it's a fragrance that is certainly going to be low on projection, low on longevity, and you're not going to get a lot of, wear out of this fragrance, which is going to make you, in other words, buy another fragrance. So what do I think of this fragrance? I definitely think that it's a very sexy fragrance, especially for the fall winter season. The cooler climate is definitely going to let this fragrance shine. It's inviting, it's sexy, it is boozy, it is creamy, it is warm, it is perfect for this time of year. And I would even say if you're going to go for like a very sexy type of costume, I would say that this is probably a perfect scent for you to wear there. I do really, really like this scent. I do really like a lot of the Kilian fragrances. Some of them I don't care for. Good Girl Gone Bad is a terrible fragrance to me. I also do not like a lot of the blue bottles, but that is not what we're here to discuss. We're here to discuss what we like. And I do recommend this fragrance. I will say before you buy it, definitely try it on your skin, see if it wears better on you, because on me, they just do not have longevity or perform. But definitely let me know down in the comments what other fragrances you would like to see on this channel. I really do appreciate everyone that leaves a comment. It really means the world to me. Definitely also give the video a thumbs up and consider subscribing for more fragrance related content. And I hope to see you on the next video. Take care.